anybody, anybody and everybody. Here's a super quick, basic, amateur mushroom foraging tip video, whatever you want to call it. And this one's specifically about oyster mushrooms, which I'm pretty sure they're native just about anywhere in the world that's at some point or another gets warm, humid, etc. Well, how to identify them? First of all, there's the most common, I believe, are white to white gray, and then the ones that I've been finding in central Illinois lately are, well, they're strictly golden oysters this time, which is kind of weird. I haven't strictly found golden oysters the way I have this year, but anyway, so yeah, I didn't take notes or anything, and it's been a while since I actually read up on it, but so the identification would be they are fan-like. They're fan-like, and I'm going to show you some now. They have like a fan-like cap, and the gills are attached to the stems. Excuse me, there's a lot of mosquitoes, and I need a light. Well, anyway, gills are attached, and then they grow on fallen, dying, or dead trees, stumps, and logs, such as like this over here. And there's a dead tree right there that's been down for a few years, and that was covered, but this here is also a good example. Kenai, come here. Dog running off. This is a good example though. Tree broken in half, and here's some, and these are quite fresh. These are, you can pick these right now and eat them. There isn't many very super similar lookalikes, so it's one of those that they're fairly safe to forage, especially for beginners. They typically grow in clusters. You will basically never see one single one or multiple single oyster mushrooms growing by themselves. Kenai, come here. Come here. Hey. Okay, eat your grass then. They like to grow in warm, moist, slightly to heavily shaded areas. The higher the moisture, the more likely. Time of year is spring, basically through autumn. I mean, most places you look up, it'll say spring, basically more spring and autumn, but I mean, it's going into mid-July, and they're still coming up fresh here at the moment. So it also depends on where you live a little bit, but they're very, very common, and I mean, it's just a matter of luck and stuff. But yeah, also, along with the other factors I said, they're commonly found by creeks, which there's a creek right over here. And yeah, I mean, you can eat them. They're very easy to cook. You can cook them however you like. Most people, I don't really see or hear people baking them. It's more of a fry. Just add a little garlic butter or just whatever seasonings you prefer, and preferably like an olive oil or pretty much anything besides vegetable oil, because, well, if you're interested or into, you know, natural whatever, it's obviously better to not use conventional vegetable oil, as they source everything from nowhere you want to get them from. And there is a tick on my back. I just picked it off my back. Awesome. And that's a whole other subject, because it is rare, as an avid mushroom forager my entire life, that I've consistently found ticks on me here well into July. Maybe the occasional one, but the consistency is absolutely insane. Just a bunch of stuff you can look up online about that. All sorts of theories, which a lot of them do have merit. And there's the whole tick, the whatever tick that's apparently making people allergic to red meats. But you didn't come here probably for any of that stuff. You probably came here for oyster mushrooms. So yeah, so mainly they'll be either whitish, grayish. There's also the golden ones, which they seem to be more easily identifiable in a way. A lot of them, I mean, they're called oysters kind of because of the shape and the color and the taste and texture and stuff. It's really great. But also sometimes you'll find some with like longer stems, so they're not always necessarily, because they're considered like a shelf mushroom, because I mean they don't look like they have much stem to them, but sometimes they will have a kind of a lengthy stem on them, but it doesn't mean that necessarily they're not oyster mushrooms. You always want to do your best to verify, whether you have to pick some and find a book or search the web or whatever you got to do, but you always want to identify 100%. I don't want to give anyone any type of false anything that could possibly hurt someone or anything. I've been doing this a long time, and I mean, I'm not old, 31, but still, I've been into this a long time, and I'm gonna throw a couple of these in the bucket and just cook them up and just add them with whatever happens to be cooked. And yeah, hopefully you got something out of this. I mean, if you did, I hate to be like share, subscribe, because I don't like that, but you know, it's natural. If it is something, then you will already naturally do that and share or tell someone. So you probably won't hear me say that ever. I only brought it up to make a point. But if anybody did happen to watch this, thanks for watching it, I guess. And there'll be more to come. I'll go more in depth, like on specifics, and not be more ranty and unprepared, unorganized, and all that. But I wanted to make a quick thing here, and it's very low light right now. The sun's about to go down. But yeah, oyster mushrooms. Very, very important to know this mushroom. I mean, for multiple reasons, survival reasons. I mean, you find a nice couple clusters, and even if the maximum amount you can get tonight for a family of 4 is 1 cheeseburger a piece, well, find a couple oyster mushrooms, well, a couple good clusters of oyster mushrooms, and if you can convince everybody else to eat them, you know, which if they're hungry enough, they better eat them. I mean, there's extra calories for you right there, plus they do have, they are a very healthy food, as are most mushrooms. But yeah, well, if anyone sees this, if you liked it, entertained, or got anything out of it, you're welcome. And if you did see it, I appreciate you watching, because I'm just a talking. Alright, peace out.